Since you know Ryan's gone full Black Friday.
Why?
You ask him about his purchases. They're fucking STEM player Mark II. World Cup week 1 down, but before we get into that, we're recording this on Black Friday. Qatar Senegal is playing in the background. That is a game for the completist.
Oh yeah,
That's when you go like, did I watch every game in the World Cup?
I've committed. I must go full in or like not at all.
I'm balls into this, and it's currently 0-0, 35 minutes if you care.
Are those people wearing white or those empty seats?
I can't tell. I really cannot tell.
Yeah,
That looks like dignitary area.
Yeah, it does.
But before we get into this Black Friday, Ryan walks in here full of the purchases. Oh my, like a kid on Christmas. Honestly, he comes here with so much new stuff. He claims he's COVID free. You know, last week he recorded remotely. It's speculation. We don't know if he had COVID.
It's complete speculation.
Yeah, if it cracks like a duck, it's probably COVID.
Yeah, it probably is.
And so he's talking a lot, displaying all his purchases. So Ryan, systematically, as Black Friday, a lot of people making bad decisions.
They get got. They get got.
Oh, I saved 1,000 rand on the TV. Yeah, but you spent 6. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That you didn't have to.
Yeah.
That's
All
true.
because it's black. Because like I saw this one thing, and someone on Twitter says, people that do maths literacy, bid 5,000 rand. People that and they sleeping, bid that, and then people that do maths, bid 499, and they're running. I'm like, oh god. Like.
It's a scam, guys.
It is a scam.
I work in advertising.
You know what it is?
It's a scam.
It's Christmas light.
Yeah.
It's Christmas light. People have forgotten what Black Friday is actually supposed to be about, just like they have forgotten about Christmas. And now it's just
The fact that it's American and we're celebrating it here.
Well, because it's
Thanksgiving.
It's a Thanksgiving. It's linked to Thanksgiving.
and it's
Do
got
we
to
have
do-
Thanksgiving here?
and it's got to do with racism and slaves and all that. So don't you feel like a toss? now?
Really?
Yeah. That's why it's
Indulged? I've not heard that.
No, but I'm saying, is it a thing here in this country?
Well,
No,
it's become
but that's what I'm saying. People have
become
forgotten what it's about. Like Christmas, people go to most people. Christmas now they just think of they just think of getting free. Well, not free stuff, getting gifts.
It's like Easter getting chocolate eggs.
Yeah.
Exactly. And Christmas is whose
I'm with you.
birthday?
I'm with you.
It's JC's birthday. So
JC.
I'm just going on the thing now about Black Friday. So bear with me. My computer is.
Okay, jeez, I did not know that. So Ryan walks in here. Let's have the frivolity of Black Friday. And Black Friday wasn't a thing in South Africa until Walmart bought Massmart and
Yes,
Macro and
exactly,
Game
exactly.
and Builders Warehouse. Okay, so that's when it became a thing here. So Ryan comes in here. So many things. The first thing is he walks in here with a camera. Brand new camera.
No, it's not a brand new camera.
Okay, no brand new camera. But it had a new attachment,
Yeah.
Senzo, which he bought.
Yes.
Okay, so that's...
Did you get finessed again like Kanye West finessed you?
No. Oh, no, not yet.
Not yet.
Then I'm not going to talk about his make-off computer because, you know,
Oh yes. It's nice. Eh?
there are bandits around. So we suspect that they listened to... Because, guys, the week that we didn't record the show, the studio got broken into. Huh? Bandits. So they knew we weren't here.
Do you think they're listening?
Not like it's live. That doesn't even make sense. Okay. So anyway, he comes. This is a nice laptop. Guys, nice laptop. He went to Pretoria today to pick it up. The box is still in his car. Okay, if you're interested in such things. The
Yes.
box is still in his car. But
As you're listening to this, the box is in a safe and secure location.
armed guards.
Yes.
Okay, so...
But
anyway,
as of today,
brand new, very jealous. It's probably not even insured yet, right?
No, it doesn't. If he drops that baby, it's.
not yet.
Let's get water on it. No, I'm joking.
Probably not insured. Ryan on the handheld mic because we broke our mic stands.
Yes.
No, we.
It's a mess.
No, we.
I did.
Yeah, actually,
I did.
No, it was a total accident.
I wasn't even here last week. Then I wasn't here the week before. It's like all hell breaks loose.
I know.
No,
I mean,
Paolo didn't break it on purpose. Like I saw him, he was literally trying to, make sure everything's in an orderly manner, as white people do.
well,
And then,
I mean, as orderly as you can be when you've been ransacked and robbed.
yeah, that's true. Actually.
I don't know my own strength, guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Hulk.
Okay.
She-Hulk.
We know, Ryan, if you've not listened to the show before, You would have heard about how Ryan got finessed by Kanye West and his STEM player.
$2,000, boy.
With nothing.
$200.
$200.
4,000 rand.
4,000 rand, right?
4,000 rand.
I mean, you could buy numerous Google Nests because that's basically what it's it's a fleshy Google Nest. But then he walks in today. He goes, "I bought a new laptop bag."
Let's see. Show us.
Ryan, show the new laptop bag because he got a new laptop, right? In anticipation, I got a Merc laptop bag.
How much did that set you back?
But look at the size of
But
it.
does that fit in there?
No, well, obviously it doesn't. If you are not on, you're listening on the podcast. Obviously, the bag is a lot smaller than you'd once.
Hold on. I've got so many questions. Actually, I've got so many.
So just to give you an idea of how small
Senegal.
this bag is. Senegal just scored.
By the way, this isn't live, but we are watching the game live.
Yep.
So yes, Senegal are up 1.
Senegal just scored. So do you know you get the Galaxy Fold, that Samsung Galaxy Fold?
Oh, yes.
Opened fully, that would barely fit in that bag.
You can't put an iPad in that thing.
No,
No.
the edges are sticking out.
Hold on. How did they? Wait. How'd you? Okay. How did you end up getting finessed with that?
You got wished, bro.
No. So you know how one day only has got all these. And by the way, this isn't all instant purchases, Paolo. I just haven't seen you in a while.
Okay, but that one still got the tag on it, bro.
Yeah, no, because I was indecisive about taking it back or not.
You should.
You should. You're not going to use it.
No, I'm using it now.
You're going to look like a chick, bro.
No, wait. This thing looks sick. And my followers will agree. My 5 followers on Twitter.
Do not I like about Ryan? He dies with the lie. It's okay. Down the hill. It's good.
He goes all in. So now he's got this tiny bag that will not fit his new laptop. It'll barely fit an iPad. It's Merc. And then someone points out to him that, but you support Vettel. Oh, no, you don't. Who do you support?
Max Verstappen.
He supports, so he's a Red Bull guy with a Merc bag.
I know.
And
I'm seeing the flaws. I'm seeing the flaws in this.
So he hasn't taken the tag off. I said, why have you firstly, I mean, God love, all due respect to one day only. I mean, it takes 3 weeks to deliver. Ryan gets it in a week.
Okay.
Because then they got to catch the guy before he realizes. It wasn't cheap, by the way.
Oh, you can see it wasn't cheap. You can see, like, hey, it's better than the couches in my parents' house, bro.
I mean, Lewis Hamilton got a new nose ring.
Yeah, because Ryan bought that bag.
Because of that bag. So, anyway, these are the perils and the continuing story of Ryan's bag. Will he keep it next week or will he return it to one day only? He kept it for, how many days have you kept it for?
No, it's been over 2 weeks now.
Oh.
Okay, 14 days only.
And what's their return on policy?
No, I think the return
policy on return.
You know what? It works for me. It's,
Well, you got no choice. You have to make it work.
Yeah, I know. So I'm just doing, I'm just handling it as we go.
No, he's being mature about it.
Do you know what it is? Just use it as a mercy. You'll find use for it.
It's a nice bag.
It's a nice bag.
No, it is. It's very nice.
Zero purpose.
Paolo,
size is impractical.
I'm going to sound a bit like Eminem here, but can I get a little more in my headphones? I'm just realizing.
Jeez, this guy.
This
guy.
No, Ryan. No, keep it if you like it.
That sounds good. Thank you.
If you like it, bro.
That's it. All right. So, long-winded way.
Down to business.
Down to business, long-winded way, but don't make bad Black Friday decisions. And if you do it in the comfort that Ryan got off worse.
Yeah. That's how you can console yourself. That's how you can. Jeez.
Okay, so.
Ryan, that's like a GDP of the Vatican City.
Well, we won't get into that.
It's barely the GDP of Qatar. That's one thing for sure.
Yeah,
so we're 1 week deep into the World Cup. Everyone's played at least once. Qatar
do or die for some teams.
And Senegal already. Right? So, guys, Senzo, what's been, going into the World Cup, you expected some teams.
Yeah.
Give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts of week one.
Week one, I think, the stuff off the field has made headlines more than the actual play. I mean, like, all the stuff with the, non-discrimination and all that, and Ronaldo. Like, you tend to forget that it's a World Cup going on. Mm-hmm. Because other things have been taken away from it. But look, the football's been great in the games that have had goals. The ones that haven't had goals, geez.
They've been boring, eh?
Did you see the Korea-Uruguay game?
Yeah.
First game, like in the 20th century, this century, to not have a shot on target.
Yeah.
Like, that's ridiculous. But the Portugal game yesterday, that one was a good spectacle for football.
So, two things there before you move on, right? So on the issues, Ryan, what's your thoughts on all the issues, protestations, a degree of virtue signaling around the World Cup? We don't really want to get into it, but it's a lot of noise that kind of, you know what the worst thing about it is? It dissipates a little bit. Because like people are so fervent. This one is wearing an armband. Don't wear the armband. People getting thrown out of stadiums, blah, 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 blah. It's just going to die out, right?
Yeah. Are we talking about
the issues?
Like the armbands and the photos and things like that?
And the alcohol.
To be honest,
issues.
It actually is just irritating the hell out of me, to put it frank. So I'm hoping it just... These people seem to suck it up and get on with the World Cup, because I don't know why we're still going on and on about this.
That's my thing as well. Look, okay.
Like, we're here for the football. You should have said this 4 years ago when they drew this name.
That's my thing.
12 years ago.
12 years ago,
12 years ago when they got it.
Yeah, comes 12 years ago. Because my thing is that, okay, cool. We know, okay, World Cup in Qatar. Okay, cool. We know. We're probably not going to be allowed to drink alcohol, right? So let's get over it, right? 2, okay, the armband thing I kind of understand. 3, FIFA. This is FIFA's fault. Qatar. I don't blame Qatar on this whole thing.
No, not at all.
FIFA, for lack of a better term, cocked it up. For lack of a better term, and then Infantino is like weird speed. We're like, what was he?
That's mad.
He sounded like Eric Cantona.
The whole thing has gone mad. It's almost like a parody of itself. And you know what? For the haters on there was a bit of a Fire Festival vibe before. People were saying, oh, look at this. Yeah. It's going to be like that, right? I think there's been such an interesting dynamic with the fans from the Middle East. Yeah. Because, I mean, it's people who don't get to go see high quality football. I mean, you know, you're not getting out to Europe often and seeing these players. And I think so much of the little fan traditions and just seeing a different profile of supporter in the stadium, I think that's been really interesting.
It's awesome, yeah. It's been awesome, yeah.
So I think that's cool. And you know what? Issues need to be raised, okay?
Sure.
I don't think it should be the responsibility of the players.
No, because we don't pay them to be our role models or moral compasses. That's it. They just won the genetic lottery. That's it.
100%. No player should take a yellow card for something it's not his fight. He shouldn't be put in that. And,
honestly,
and I agree with all the players backing down and going, you know, I'm not going to take a card for it. It's a once in a lifetime. What if this card affects me playing?
Yeah,
you know,
World Cup.
You know what I mean?
But. Sorry to cut you. But with that being said, Paulo, you know who I'm disappointed in? It's the FAs, because the English FA buckled.
Yep.
They buckled. Ultimately, they buckled.
Well, the thing is, and then this week we've had Denmark say they're going to pull out of FIFA. Germany, they might. No one will pull out of FIFA. Exactly. Guaranteed. Exactly. And why make the noise now? You had 12 years.
Exactly. That's my thing.
You had 12
it's not
years.
It's not like we woke up like 3 weeks ago and they told us, oh, the World Cup's going to be in Qatar. No, we knew that in Qatar, guys. No alcohol, and you know how they do things differently. Yeah. You know what we feel about it, or it's like, I get it as to why Carlos Queiroz doesn't answer those questions, because either way, whatever he says, he's a dead man walking.
There's no win.
There's no win. So if he chooses to say, like, look, I have my views, but either way, no matter what side of the fence I sit on, it's gonna. And now he says something about, you know, he says, no, okay, I don't agree with this. Then he doesn't have a job anymore.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
I don't know.
I brought this up on Garrett's show in the beginning of the week, and even he agrees that he said there's 2 ways of doing it. But for me, I just find it such a, like, why is politics getting so involved in football now? Like, I know it always has been.
It always has been, but for the virtue of the fact that you have 2 countries competing against each other, that's political. It will always be political.
But it's thinking up the place, man. Like, I just want to watch football, and I'm sure the fans do too. And can I ask, do you think the players are doing this voluntarily, or is it, okay, guys, we need to show, we need to do this, it's
social media
contract, blah, blah, blah?
Yeah. You're seeing it from both sides, I think.
It's social media.
And Senzo's right. Football is a geopolitical game, and FIFA has made itself a geopolitical player. Yeah. Okay? When FIFA say they want to win Nobel Peace Prizes by taking
the game to third world countries and all that.
You know, arranging games between Israel and Palestine and going to North Korea. You know, that FIFA are playing a geopolitical game.
Absolutely.
That's what they play, so they've turned it into this, right? And then in terms of the players, I think there's obviously players with causes. I think that they do live in a bubble, but I do think they feel pressure about it, and they go, I'm a role model. Especially, like, we see a lot from England. England have been vocal, Germany have been vocal, and their players have done a lot of very good things. But you also have as many players that go, look, it's not. I mean, Lloris got bullets for it, but he made the point of going, when people come to France, I expect them to respect our culture. So when I go there, I'm going to respect their culture. It's not saying, listen, there's hate, because there are people that get very angry, and understandably so. But there's been 12 years to get angry about it.
I hear what Lloris was saying. When in Rome, you have to do as the Romans do.
Yeah.
Qatar, their laws, that whether you agree with them or not, if you're going to go there, you have to abide. Unfortunately, you have to abide. Otherwise.
Yep. No, so anyway, that's enough of that. And all of that is dying down. And the issues, the problem is the noise stops, the issues never go away. Because you know what? In 3 weeks' time, everyone leaves Qatar. Nobody worries about what the human rights records are.
know.
Yeah.
No one worries. And it's just for clout. It's just clout chasing.
And that, like, my whole thing is, by making a big deal of it and then not doing it, we're setting a standard that we must say something the whole time. And it's like, if we just didn't do anything, who's going to be upset?
Well, it's thoughts and prayers tweets, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, when there's an earthquake,
It should be a bonus.
The taking in the knee. Like, it's not going to do anything for anybody in the grand scheme of things.
Thoughts and prayers.
Because my whole thing is, and this is one thing that irritated me about England a little bit, and I know you didn't want to get into it, but I'm just going to...
Well, wait, listen, we're in. We're in now.
We're there.
You know, we'll just kick it off. But the one thing that irritated me about England was they really stank up the place with this whole one love armband thing, which was cool. But then when they were threatened with yellow cards, then they backed down. And it's like, no. If you were going to do it, then do it. Don't just back down halfway because you got threatened a little bit.
No, but the thing is, I don't blame the players, as Paulo said, because like...
No, I don't blame the players.
Who knows when you're going to get to play in the World Cup again? It's the English FA. The English FA opened up their mouth. They said, look, we don't care whatever sanctions we face and whatever. Then all of a sudden, it feels like they made the decision without talking to the players. And then now that players were like, oh, yeah, you guys will get red cards. The players were like, oh, listen, I love my country and everything, but
we want to be here.
But I want to play. Like, I want to play in the World Cup.
Cristiano Ronaldo himself said in an interview recently that he will not wear that One Love armband because he's respecting the culture.
When in Rome, do as the Romans do, bro.
And so, yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
You know, it's contentious. No one is right or wrong in this whole thing.
Exactly.
I think, you know, if you look at FAs,
it's crazy. The way the bridge looks
what
like.
the hell just happened?
I don't know what happened with the weather. We just
it looks like the day after tomorrow, bro. Jesus.
I didn't even suspect rain today.
I heard like a little bit of thunder. I looked at Noah's Ark next door outside the window.
Wow.
So I think just, you know, when you're talking the English FA, the German FA, the French FA, okay, at least those three, and then you couple that with a couple of others, they are so powerful.
Yeah.
They are so rich.
Yeah.
If they make a stance on behalf of UEFA, they go, listen, guys.
We're hot, bro.
We're generating the money here. This is the decision we're making.
We're out.
We're not going to play, guys. We're not going to play.
And ultimately, the loser
Who's
becomes...
back down?
FIFA's going to lose. Well, not that FIFA really care. UEFA's going to lose. Because UEFA, the way they do things, it's like UEFA are two different factions. It's like...
Oh, yeah.
It's like you get UEFA... And then you get the FA and like, because if the FA decide, look, we're pulling out of UEFA, cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers. Like,
that's Paulo
just
unzipping.
I try to be quiet. I just unzip my pants.
I think Paulo's scared of the rain. Like, I don't know.
All right. Fuck that noise.
Yes.
Let's get into the soccer, right?
Yeah.
So,
wait, can I just, before you dive in? No. What is your favorite game so far?
Spain. Just on pure goals.
It was a shit game.
It was a rubbish game. No, the game yesterday, the Portugal game.
Portugal-Ghana, have to say, was the best game so
Portugal-Ghana. USA-Wales was also entertaining.
Yeah, that was a good game. Two well-matched sides. It had the feeling, I don't want to be disrespectful though, of kind of like a mid-table like a battle for Europa, just because the quality of the play. So it was high energy, a little bit sloppy. Players you kind of know.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I said. Yeah, you're like, some Welsh, some American. Yeah, they play in England, but
I know. Oh,
it's only Gareth Bale and Pulisic. Okay.
Yeah, that guy sits plank at Brighton. You know?
That's true.
So, Portugal-Ghana was just...
Korea-Germany as well? The second half.
Yeah, Japan-Germany, you mean.
Japan-Germany. The second half was...
Ryan, for yourself, what was your favorite game?
I love the England game. The England game was crazy.
It was quite wild that England are good at exactly what Iran are bad at.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was kind of like the worst. Iran goes, okay, these are our weaknesses, and England's strengths are exactly those.
Yeah.
Like, kill those.
Because my
Let's
thing
make it
is,
the
as well,
score.
but like with the England game, like, yeah, it was a good game, but it was Iran at the end of the day. And also England, I'd be concerned if you're conceding goals like that as England.
Yeah.
I think that's always going to be the worry when you're a team that scores a lot of goals. Because you go, look, was it just the pattern of the game? Was it? But you kind of start going, it's a bit of sloppiness. Look at that, because you don't want to be. And that's why, like Spain. Spain don't make the mistakes. Spain don't give you in.
Yeah, because they've always got the ball and they
Yeah,
make sure.
That's it. But Iran bounces back today, beats Wales. I mean,
Jeez.
and again, another violence game. But this is where Ryan and I talk. Carlos Queiroz, why does he always choose violence?
Nuclear. No, he's really got violence. He's got nuclear now.
He's so angry. At one point, he was on the friggin' halfway line. I thought he was subbing himself on.
Yeah, but he has age. Eh? He doesn't smile anymore. I think it was after the Portugal job.
So angry.
Nah, he's got this new age glow now after this recent game.
No, he's back. He's hungry. He's fighting.
He's playing America next. So,
Guys, listen, one of our favorites has popped up is Hervé Renard.
oh yes.
Oh,
Yes.
No, but like,
That was for Saudi, right?
yeah.
yeah.
In that game, I'll tell you that right now, Argentina didn't take those guys seriously. They forgot.
Not at all.
They were it was bad. It was bad. They Oaks were playing at 30%. I read Oaks were playing at 30%.
And are we going to address the fact that Messi was actually quite shit in that game?
Yeah.
Yes.
The only did was score a penalty.
Can we say it?
Yeah.
Can we say Messi was shit? Ronaldo plays like that. Oh
Yeah.
my God, we're hearing about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that mean, so what situation does it put you in? Because then Germany also lose, right?
Yeah.
Again, I also think they took the Japanese for granted.
Yeah.
But Japan have never been a rubbish side.
I don't know why you would sleep on Japan, right?
Exactly. Like Japan aren't bad.
Especially with so many Japanese who play in the Bundesliga.
Yes.
You know the guys, right?
Yeah.
You know? So why would you sleep on them? Because you know at Japan, they are technically
Technically
excellent.
brilliant. They're
They
brilliant.
are technically
Yeah.
Japanese players
I do
for
like-
20 years.
Since Nakata and all those guys.
They
yeah.
are technically excellent,
Yeah.
right? They are tactical. They are clever.
Yes.
Their coach, I mean, I spoke last week. I kind of convinced myself into thinking Germany are going to win the thing. Their coach outthought Germany. He went, right, you're playing like that. That's cool. Here's the change I'm going to make.
Do you know what the thing is? And I think this is the problem with European teams or South American teams or well-established teams. They have a blueprint on how to play, right? And they get a lot of success with that. We saw it with Spain. They don't have a plan B. They can't switch tactics at all because they've been so ingrained in the way they play, and they've found a lot of success with it. They're now a coach of, for lack of a better term, a minnow team, like makes like an outlandish change, and they don't know how to combat it.
It's a good point. Do you think there's kind of like, and I suppose talking about Spain will then throw that out the window, of these teams who kind of, most of the players are based in the same league. They pretty much all play the same way, and a lot of players come from one club or were kind of bred in one club. And definitely we know Germany, there's a very joined up thinking to the way they develop.
Yes.
So that's a good point, because it goes, oh, hold on a second. When that doesn't work, what do we do? Because Germany are already talking about doing things like weird things, Kimmich going back to fullback and then you also got to ask the question, Germany's lack of an actual out-and-out number 9. This has got to be the first World Cup in years.
That they don't have a killer.
They don't have a number 9.
They don't have a killer. Because we're used to Spain not having an out-and-out number 9. That's the way they play. That's how they do things. I mean, we know the Barca blueprint. But Germany, you think of Germany, you think of guys like, you think of Miroslav Klose, you think of Gomez, you think of Klinsmann. Like they've always had a guy that knows how to put the ball in the back of the net. Now it's just who plays 9 for Germany? Who do you put?
No, well, look, Kai Havertz, Ryan's boy at Chelsea. I mean, Ryan, you watch Chelsea and Kai Havertz.
Week in, week out.
They often play him up front.
Yeah.
That guy's
Not his thing.
That guy's not winning you the World Cup.
They rotate him between like a number 9 and like a left winger
Do you know
situation.
Do you know who Kai Havertz is like? It's exactly like Mesut Ozil. You're not going to put Ozil 9. You're going to give him that freedom, yes. You know he's not going to track back, but like if we get the ball, this guy's going to make something happen.
Yeah.
He might not score, but he'll make
Kai
it.
Havertz is technically brilliant.
He's a 10, bro.
Yeah.
Did you see him when he still played for Schalke?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you see, fanboy. When he was at Schalke.
Who made you god of sport?
No.
Listen, not everyone's a football porn addict like you are. I mean, I love football, but you sometimes pull out
blown
things.
it out the water.
Like,
Yeah,
I know.
But like Kai Havertz for Schalke, you could see that he was like a better Ozil, but he wasn't a 9.
Right.
So now it's like, okay, cool. You've got these abilities. You can kind of like, why don't you just? It feels like he's always filling in, but it's not what he wants.
Yeah, true story.
But that's Chelsea's gameplay. We haven't had number 9, like a proper one, obviously since Didier Drogba. But then we had Diego Costa, who was really good.
Yeah, Shevchenko, and he stank up the place.
Yeah, but I'm saying like for the last 5-6 years, we haven't had a proper number 9.
Hey, listen,
We had Morata, and that was a waste of time.
Oh, thank you. You did us a favor. We wanted him for like 70 million pounds, and Chelsea took him. We're like, yes.
Yeah. Thank God we scored with Lukaku. So let's go to Morata for Spain, right? So now Germany, Spain, that's a massive game. Germany, even they draw that game, they probably out.
They're probably going. Yeah,
They're probably out. That is outrageous.
Who had points in the team? Oh, Japan have points.
Yeah, Japan have got the win. So it's Spain and Japan up top.
Then Japan play Costa Rica.
So Costa Rica is a gimme for everyone. You got to think I think
they were poor.
As good as Spain were, Costa Rica were really bad.
They probably had like 10% of the ball possession. No, Spain had the ball all the time.
Over 1,000 passes.
Yeah. They had 500. They had 549 passes in the first half. Costa Rica had only completed 73. I was like, this is not.
I mean, you've got kind of this reincarnation of Xavi and Iniesta there with Gavi and Pedri,
Jeez.
and old man Busquets just backing them up.
But that's tactical because they play together at Barca, and 100%. He knows how to.
No, it's just perfect. You're seeing this Barca DNA, and then you have wild things like not only is Spain playing the false 9, a position or a role that kind of like invented, because you got Ferran Torres going in there, you got
Dani Olmo.
They're all filling that role.
Yeah.
But then you have Rodri playing false 4. He's sitting in centre back, but he's coming forward like a Beckenbauer style.
Yeah.
So Luis Enrique is, I don't know. During the Euro, you kind of went, it's probably a little bit too early for Spain.
Yeah.
But now you're looking at them and go, ooh, it's time.
Dark horses, eh?
And then you got Morata there. You know, the guy's not a reliable goal scorer, but he scores goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So they are, and you know what's the thing? You can't beat a team if you don't have the ball.
That's the thing. That's what I said. Like, like people are like, no, Spain's boring. I'm like, well, dude, if Spain are boring, like, I'll give them one thing. They are good at keeping the ball. And also, you can't win the game without it.
Yeah. Look, there is one thing that I did notice when Portugal played them in the Nations League. The way the Nations League is structured, the winner of that went through to that final tournament later this year. I think it's next year, right?
Yeah.
Portugal dominated both games.
Yeah.
And in Portugal typical fashion, switched off when you thought the game was won, like we did against Ghana. But there is a tendency of Spain to, like it's always been, overplay.
Yes.
And try to score the perfect goal. So that's kind of the thing. So I think it'd be very interesting because you can get caught up by the scoreline, and I want to come to England again next. But now put them against a competent team, against Germany, where players can go to toe. Germans
organized,
even though they dropped. You know, they're not called the Mannschaft anymore.
Yeah,
they've dropped the name.
Yeah,
they don't want to be called that
because of connotations.
Yeah, they're just like no, it's just like we're not like that anymore. We're very forward, and that's going to be interesting because if they can beat Germany as convincing, even though I think Germany got caught out. They were arrogant, I think.
Yeah, they went in. Yeah, they were cocky. Yeah.
So Ryan brings us to England, and England play again tonight. They're playing USA. A bit of a derby match in a weird way, don't you think?
Yeah. Big brother against little brother.
Yeah, it's a weird little derby. Again, we'll see how good England are. But England always do this, Ryan. So many tournaments, they do well in the groups.
Yeah.
They do well.
Last World Cup, easy route. Easy. It was played because Argentina messed up, remember?
What's your thinking, Ryan? I mean, what do you fancy this England team?
I actually really enjoyed watching them play. I think it's a good balance of young and old because, let's be real, some of these teams have old players stinking up the joint. I mean, is it Argentina with Di Maria and
Messi
and
Otamendi?
Argentina look a little bit.
They look tired.
It's just
that's what I was saying.
I was so shocked and not listen. I mean, I think the praise and the criticism of Martinez for Manchester United has been a little bit over the top, both ways.
Yeah.
I think we're too much in our feels about him, but I also don't think he's as shit as everyone makes out. But really, guys,
over Otamendi. Come on. I was also like, what? Martinez bench?
And then you're looking for a bit of a change from Argentina, and it's Di Maria and Dybala.
No, but Dybala didn't play. But
he didn't play.
They always do that to him.
Is Dybala there?
Dybala's Argentinian, but he's on the bench.
He's on the bench.
I thought he didn't come because he was injured.
Nah.
Oh, so he's back out.
Also, who'd leave Dybala out with the form that he's in for?
No, but the thing is, he got injured about, I want to say about 2 months ago. It was about 3 weeks into his debut at Roma, yeah.
No, so he is there, but you kind of look at them and you go, wow, these are guys who failed before.
Yeah.
Like
they won one Copa America after.
Well, what's the definition of insanity?
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. So it's, do you know who nearly were nearly guilty of that? Brazil yesterday. Because up until the 60th minute, they were like, and then something switched on. They're like, hey, we don't want to be like our neighbors Argentina because we saw what happened to them.
So let's go into Brazil. I've got a feeling. So for me, it goes, the World Cup for me doesn't start till Portugal play. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Sure.
Or until Brazil plays. Hey.
Brazil. Because when Brazil entered the conversation, and Brazil have entered the chat group, then you're like,
okay,
yeah,
it's serious now. And did you see how full the stadium was of Brazilian fans yesterday?
Of course.
Yeah, so you're like, okay, no, it's real now.
Manchester United, never have I known Manchester United to have three Brazilian players on the field.
Honestly,
I've never seen that.
It's weird. I was also like, what?
It's very strange. So Brazil, they're looking the real deal. 2-0, could have been 4. They hit they hit the woodwork. Casemiro just
he had a game.
I mean, Ryan, he kissed that. And it just kissed.
And he was already running to the corner flag.
He was already turned off to go.
He was going to the corner flag, and
where we seeing this? Thiago Silva, your boy at Chelsea, looking solid.
Oh, did you see his pass in the first?
And then Richarlison.
Oh,
and it wasn't just the goal and the finish; it was the whole move
thing. Yeah, it was the whole thing.
But it brings us Ryan, because you had his boots. So I assume you're a Neymar fan.
I'm a Neymar fan. And I was actually going to just point this out as we're talking about this now. I think, so far in the World Cup, Neymar is the most attacked person in terms of like on the field. There's so many men on him all the time.
Look at Mbappe.
9 times yesterday.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure it's even more than Mbappe.
But yeah, because nobody can catch Mbappe.
So that's a little bit of a difference. We won't go to France just yet, right?
Yeah.
So Neymar got fouled 9 times yesterday. He got kicked out of the 2014 World Cup.
They broke his back.
They broke his back.
Literally.
A millimeter either side. He could have been paralyzed. Okay,
yeah.
that's what they say, right? Yeah. Then 2018, he tried to roll out of Russia himself. Okay. But the way Neymar plays compared to Mbappe, Neymar invites that.
Yeah.
He holds it just that little bit too long. We've all played against guys like that. You know, when they skin you, they're gonna
they finish you.
They're slutting you, boy. but when
they're looking for contact,
but they are
looking for contact.
So when Neymar's got tears,
Neymar
he's walking
does it. Hazard does it. Yeah.
You know, with his swollen ankles. I mean, you're looking for it though. Yeah. Where Mbappe is not. Mbappe is like I'm gone. Cheers. Bye, I'll see you tomorrow.
I'm not here for this.
I got no time for this. This is child's play here, right? So. But the difference is what I think with Brazil compared to previous sides. I mean, remember that was okay. They probably knew the severity.
Those are empty seats, Paulo. They're not people.
Well, okay, we've just gone back to the game, but also look, if those are the exact seats that are coming back from their fancy little boxes.
Yeah, true.
So that's
they're having one last whiskey for.
Hey,
I forgot where we were for a second.
Whoa. Yeah? No alcohol in Qatar.
Yeah.
Except in the expensive boxes. You know that?
Yeah.
You know, that's the only place you can get alcohol at the games. So, and I'm not insinuating that at all. Anyway, I'm just putting the two together. So, 2014, Neymar, I think the players probably knew the severity of the injury and probably hadn't time to process because they're standing on the field with his shirt.
Yeah, and also,
I mean, guys.
Also, the amount of pressure that was heaped on Neymar in 2014 was ridiculous.
You know,
it was unbelievable.
And look, of course, when you're kind of a generational talent, the guy who's broken Pele's records, the guy who was up there with Ronaldo and Messi at the time, he should have been there, right?
Yeah.
But Brazil look like they've got more. They've just got more players to rely on now.
Yeah, exactly. You know, even when you saw Neymar yesterday, like, oh, it's just one other Brazilian dude.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, oh my God, that's Neymar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then Richarlison. I said before the game, Ryan, I cannot take a team seriously that is Richarlison, especially a Brazil team.
Yeah.
Richarlison playing up front. Prove me wrong. What do I know?
Well, yeah, he proved
Especially
everyone
the second
right.
goal. Jesus.
Is he a wallpaper today, Senzo?
No.
Who is Senzo's wallpaper?
David Beckham.
David
bro.
Beckham.
I'm back to what I know.
Okay, well, listen, David Beckham will never let you down.
No, but also, I mean, with that being said, yeah, but Brazil, after Ronaldo, like R9, they've had weird number 9s. Fred, they had Luis, who's this? Luis Fabiano.
Yeah.
Who else? Oh, it's been a weirdo, except
Yeah, but I mean...
Hulk.
So, look, Richarlison's not even... I mean, I think Richarlison kind of fits into that same category. I mean, but,
does, though.
but anyway, listen, they're so stacked. They'll probably put Edison up front
Yeah.
at some point and
Neymar sometimes.
and turn that around. In terms of a team that you expected more of, and listen, we're basing it on one game, but that's the group stage of the World Cup.
Yeah.
You get it wrong in your first game,
It's tough.
you got problems.
It's tough.
You've got major problems. Any team
Oh,
that
2-0.
2-0 Senegal have just scored again,
Well, so they just got off announced it, yeah.
showing their class. Okay, let's just quickly talk about Qatar, right? They are
Garbage.
terrible.
Garbage.
They are so bad. Now, if you don't know the story about the Qatari national team, they have kind of been in a bubble and stopped the league. All the national team players play together as a club side, right? And they are Asian champions from 3 years ago, 2019 Asian champions,
Really?
right?
Is the Asian Cup that bad?
Well, I mean, they won it. Okay, 2019.
For those who didn't see Paulo's inverted commas, they won it, yeah.
They won in 2019.
What a header.
They were put in Portugal's
Jeez, what a-
Nation League qualifying group as a 6 team.
Really?
So Portugal and France were the main teams. I can't remember the others, but Qatar was in there
playing false 9.
playing false 9. So each team had 2 rounds against Qatar.
Oh, that's why games are in Qatar and stuff. Oh, right, yeah.
So there was. I don't think they played any games in Qatar, or at least Portugal didn't. Portugal and France didn't. Maybe the other teams did. So they were kind of put in that. I know they were also put in somewhere. I think they were invitational at either the CONCACAF Gold Cup or even Copa America. You remember Copa America? They had 4 years in a row, something stupid like that, right? Qatar was in one of those, right? Yeah. It was the centenary, and then it was the anniversary, and then was the celebration.
And it was to give Messi a trophy.
Give Messi a
trophy.
So they just kind of devalued the whole Copa America. So they've been putting this, but nothing seems to have worked because they are. I mean, Ecuador. I wonder if Ecuador are going to come to regret not putting the foot to the floor because
Like
Ecuador
putting 9 past them, yeah.
they could have. Because you could evidently see, Ryan, I don't know if you watched the opening game at all.
Yeah, I did.
You could see that Ecuador, like, at halftime, they went, okay, let's be good guests.
Yeah,
we don't want to ruin their day.
Also, we visited, yeah. Like,
We're right, and, we kind of like the hotel we stay at. we don't want to get one of the 5 festival tents.
exactly.
Suddenly we're getting kicked out because we haven't paid our bill.
Did you also have that feeling? That they said
just be polite.
First half they were playing, and then you're like, okay, I'm hoping they're going to beat the brakes off this team, and then the second half it's just like, okay,
because you've got to go through this group because the other team in this group is obviously Holland, right?
Apolland,
Netherlands. That everyone's going to paste Qatar.
Yeah, no,
already now. I mean, that's two teams given to Denmark.
Almost 3.
Sorry, and the fortunate thing is that the Netherlands will probably be through by then. And will play a mix of a side. And Louis van Gaal will be polite because he kind of wants some ambassador work after this.
Anything's possible with Louis.
Right? So Qatar stink. Everyone's going to pace them. And I wonder if Ecuador aren't just going to go,
yeah, we messed up.
Yeah.
We messed up. We should have given them more.
Because it could, for number 2, it could come down to who scored most. And
but
now Denmark are looking at it. They're probably like,
Or Netherlands.
No, but I'm saying because but Denmark could beat Netherlands.
No, they're not in the same group.
Oh yes,
this is Qatar, Netherlands, Senegal, and
Netherlands on France group. I don't know why I'm thinking that.
Ryan, you want to come in there?
But there was already a big rumor stating. Now, I have multiple thoughts on this, but there was a rumor stating that they had bribed 8 players from Ecuador to lose the first game 1-0 in the second half concede one. So that rumor went round, but then that got me thinking, is that, firstly, Qatar saying that to try and cover themselves if Ecuador do actually, nail them? Then I was like, maybe it's the betting companies to try and get the bets going. Because so many people put bets on the 1-0 half time.
No, do you know what it is? Because no host nation's ever lost the opening game in a World Cup.
Not even South Africa.
Not even South Africa.
Not even so. We're the only ones to not make it out of our group. Yes.
So far,
but yeah, Qatar going to do the same. But at least we beat France. That's what I'm saying. We beat France.
So I was just thinking about it. I was like, this is wild because this went across the board. If it gets to us here in South Africa, imagine how far and widely spread it is over there.
I think, listen, FIFA and football is corrupt as shit. If you think that FIFA is
come on now,
no football organization. And back to our earlier conversation, everyone that's all holier than now, you all played the fool at some point.
Yeah.
Nobody did not play the fool.
Yeah.
You do not become powerful, honestly. Sorry.
It's a fact.
Let's be adults here in nowhere, right? Let's be honest here.
Honest guys come last.
I do not think FIFA or anybody will be that skullduggerous to actually pull shenanigans in tournament.
Yeah.
No, but that's what I was saying. Somebody just planted it.
Nah,
but it just shows you how
like a rumor.
It's convenient.
It's spread.
It's convenient, bro. People get killed every day on Twitter.
Go check out on Netflix. I don't know if you guys saw
the FIFA documentary. It's wild.
It is wild.
But Paulo, I knew that stuff.
No, we did.
No. The thing is, someone like you would know it, but for the average person who just puts on a game every Sunday, every now and then, just kick back, they have no idea what's
Guys,
going on.
It's really good Netflix. It's not ESPN 30 for 30.
Yeah.
30 for 30 stuff's for me and Senzo. It goes deep.
It goes
when
deep.
It's on Netflix, that's casual viewing.
It's for popcorn people.
What I do love about them, a spoiler alert, okay, right? The thing about it that kills me, guys, I've just dropped my chair, and it feels so weird to be this slow. Because in the studio, my chair's a little bit higher because of the desk I'm behind, and also because I'm the king. Like Ronaldo definitely, all his seats everywhere in the Portugal squad are higher.
He's the highest in the room.
Do you think people try room with him and he's just like, not a chance?
No, this is we don't do that here.
Go share with Bruno.
You just Wakanda's them. Yeah, go sleep with one of the younger guys. The funniest thing about the whole documentary is, of course, the whole thing is going to get blown wide open when South Africa just so openly are corrupt.
Yeah.
They don't even try to hide it. They don't even try. What is that? Showing me a meme. Yes. It was.
You're going to have to put that meme up on Twitter.
Forgetting that this is a visual medium, and not a visual medium. Okay. So one team last week when we did our previews, I actually felt so bad that I didn't mention them, was the Netherlands.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Firstly,
excuse me.
What do you guys think of their kit?
Nike hand-me-downs.
So?
Everybody has the same kit.
No, okay. No, you want to say that, right? Portugal's, oh my.
No, Portugal are the only different guys there.
Portugal's kit.
It's actually dope. It grows on you.
When it came out, everyone was like, what is this? This is weird. And I said, look, it's, firstly, it depends what color shorts it goes with. It'll probably be green. Secondly, imagine this thing being worn on football body Adonises, not on you.
Exactly.
And it actually looks ridiculously nice. But so Senzo's not a fan. I saw it at Total Sports the other day. Shout out, listen, Total Sports, if you want to give us a kit, just do it.
Come on, bro.
If anyone knows someone at Total
Shameless
Sports.
plug.
No, just give it. Total Sports do not have any Portugal stuff.
Really?
In their range.
Okay, Paulo, you need to address the situation now. To Total Sports. What do you have to say?
Have you gone to
Santon, bro?
Have you gone to Nike?
No, we're talking about Total Sports.
Oh, no, Total Sports.
Total Sports. Yeah, naming shaming. You need a kit.
Listen.
And also that Total Sports is massive, the one in Santon.
Total Sports, I want to tell you something right now. And they even do the shirt printing there. That's why I was so surprised. They do the boot embroidering.
Really?
At that one, yeah. They embroider your boots. Wow. Ryan, look at Ryan. He's thinking about it.
I didn't know.
I am.
He's going to go,
but that must have been after, I finished high school because, imagine,
Well, it was last week when I went to go look at it.
Don't throw away. Your boots just sit on grass. They're not on grandstands. So don't.
So Ryan's
what? What are you saying? Do you even play sport at your school? What school did you go to?
He's like, listen.
Nobody knows.
I've just said Senzo.
Listen, Ryan and I, firstly, we're grown-ass men that don't care what school we went to. But
No, but he's always tuning my school. Nobody knows the name of his school.
I know the name of the school. It was my school's brother. So my school is such a little bitch ass school that it was his school was my school was his school's sister school.
Oh, really?
Okay. Anyway,
Birds
that's
of a
besides the
feather.
point. That's besides the point, right?
Yeah.
So Netherlands, right? Also have look pretty good. Nice opening game.
They got lucky against Senegal, though.
You do think so? Frankie de Jong and a lot of Manchester United stands getting very excited, going, "Oh, look what Ten Hag had planned for us." Frankie de Jong crossing for Gakpo.
Gakpo played well, though.
I don't think I've ever said that out loud. Gakpo.
But he's good, though.
Ryan, what's your thoughts on Netherlands?
They were pretty good. I enjoyed watching them play. I'm trying to remember. I've watched so many games. I
know it's been wild. I actually felt this morning, like, I'm tired,
I'm
actually.
watching.
And here I am watching Qatar Senegal. So what do you mean?
No, like literally. To be honest, number one, being in South Africa, if you're listening around the world, we're in South Africa. I think we're in the best time zone because it kicks off at 12.
Yeah, it's
Then
brilliant.
there's a game at 3. Then there's a game at 6. And then your final game for the evening at 9. And then you just go to bed and you do it all again.
Oh, well, wait until the next World Cup. Oh, so your body clock, you think your body clock is messed now?
So
wait till the
listen,
next one.
let's just plug quickly USA, because the next World Cup, USA, Canada, and Mexico. And listen,
Yes.
Ryan went to the US this year. There are 15 time zones in the US alone.
Yeah,
Never mind
alone.
adding Canada and Mexico, right?
And don't forget daytime savings or daylight
and
savings
all of that,
and all
right?
that.
So, shameless plug, yeah. And you guys are probably too young to have watched USA 94, so I've kind of been there, right?
I remember it.
So, shameless plug here. Listen, earlier this week, we've got a spin-off podcast called Forza Portugal. Forza, the ZA for South Africa. It's the Portuguese national team podcast for South African fans.
Yeah.
And initial episode, first one, was with Danny Pinto, host of Celesar podcast, the best English language podcast, I think, about the national team in the world. And he was in California, right?
Yeah, I heard it. I heard you.
Awesome.
Nice work.
So take a listen to that. That is in our feed. And he was in California, 4 o'clock for me. The poor guy woke up 6 o'clock in the morning to be on this podcast. So you got to listen to it. The guy woke up at 6 in the morning. Great guy.
But
Awesome
remember
guy.
with our previous the previous show when we used to have
Coach Keats.
Coach Keaton. He used to get up at 6.
Yeah. That's
And that's East Coast, eh?
time zones.
Imagine if he was on the West Coast.
well, that's where my
Yeah,
boy
yeah,
Danny
exactly.
was. Yeah. That's where my boy Danny was. So take a listen to that.
So if games are in California, we're in trouble.
That's it. And Portugal will definitely be in California. Ryan, you had a thought there.
Ronaldo won't be there.
No, I was going to say I'm loving having this football on all the time. Like it is the best thing for me because I'm even watching it at work
Yeah.
and no one's saying anything.
Oh, well, now you just snitched on yourself.
No, they
they
set
know.
up the TV. They set up.
really?
They know.
Barrett was googling players in their
Really?
mosquitoes. No,
Don't even get me started.
we spoke about it on that 80 show. Listen, that 80 show essay. Give that a listen. Okay, so Netherlands. I want to talk to you about. Two frauds. I got fraud alert.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
fraud
Yes,
alert.
come
Let's
on,
go.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't get the sound. Damn it. All right, next podcast.
Okay.
I've got the fraud alert sound coming.
Okay, we got the fraud alert. Denmark and Croatia. Frauds.
But Croatia tied now. They maxed out 4 years ago. They maxed out 4 years ago.
Can I just add to that?
Yeah.
Wales.
No, Wales, definitely.
Wales, fraud.
I don't think Wales can be fraud because no one expected anything.
No,
No,
but,
it's been 64 years as well.
Yeah.
no, but come on, you got Gareth Bale. There was also another player I recognized
Listen.
on the team then. I was like, wow.
Well, you got Daniel James, Aaron Ramsey.
Aaron, do you see
Yes.
Aaron Ramsey with his hair?
Never mind that. Did you see the Hennessy get?
Red card.
Listen, Hennessy got drank today.
He did get drank.
I mean, I haven't seen a Hennessy
Go down that
quickly. Other than a Saturday morning or Saturday night at Marble.
Yeah.
That was tight, but you get what I'm trying to do.
I know what
okay?
I know what you're
Right? You see what I'm trying to do there?
Hennessy hit us up, man.
Oh, man. But so he got sent off. First red card of the World Cup in the second round of games.
Jeez.
Hey?
From a keeper as well.
From a keeper. But listen, that was because firstly he got a yellow and then he got VAR'd. I was like, oh, dude, that didn't have to go to a VAR. When a keeper comes out that wild. So anyway, Croatia and Denmark on fraud. Total frauds.
Who else? Belgium.
Yeah, but, well,
Fraud. Yeah,
So,
well,
Belgium.
hold on, wait. Before we go into Belgium, I want to get into your two teams because I agree with you. You said the first one was Denmark and
Croatia.
Croatia. Croatia, I thought we were going to smack.
Fraud.
No, they maxed out, bro. It's not 4 years ago.
No, they are absolutely.
They cooled off.
I mean, Modric. I think it just shows you.
But we said this last week. The team is different.
Yeah.
There's no Mandzukic. There's no Rakitic. There's no Paris. There's no.
And then as for Denmark, Christian Eriksen. I mean,
he doesn't want to pass out. He doesn't want to almost die again.
I don't know. There's just nobody else in that Denmark team, and they could have lost that game.
The Drumsgaard player.
He did play, but he's terrible.
Casper Dolberg.
But where's Dolberg going to do anything for you?
Honestly, yeah, Dolberg doesn't do it. He's just there for swag. Yeah,
he's just swag. He's just total vibes. So and then let's get into Belgium.
Not bad, Qatar.
I have a long history of hating Belgium. I do not understand the fascination with Belgium.
Canada cocked that one up. They should have put them away.
But guys, Canada.
They came here to play.
What a team that is. I hope that
it's Africa's 7th team after France.
So, Canada. Do you know the story? Canada did not even get a new kit for this World Cup.
Yeah, they've played like 20 games just to get to the World Cup. Their qualification bid.
So Ryan, you love the swag. You love this. You'll like this story. So, the World Cup, everyone gets a new kit. Okay. Did you see Belgium's kit with the flames on it?
Yes.
Okay, that's super EFC. I think they made that.
It looks like Tekken. It looks like Jin and Tekken.
I mean, that is all for all the bros who are at like CrossFit right now because they want flames on the guns. I mean, that is.
No days off.
Oh, forget about it, right? So I hate that kit. I hate them. I loved seeing Lukaku upset in the stands because, like, honestly, you big lump, you're not be doing shit if you're on the field either.
Also, you're busy crying. You're wasting space. You took someone's place who's supposed to be there.
Took someone's, frauds, right? But Canada, so here's the story with Canada, right?
Mm-hmm. Shame, man. I felt for them.
They're Nike kits. Nike did not expect them to qualify for this World Cup, like Senzo says, because they played 20 games.
Like a million games, yeah.
Everyone gets a brand new kit for the World Cup. Not Canada. They're wearing the same kit they started qualification for in 2019. Ryan, as the fashionista on
2019.
How does that make you feel?
It's a little bit unfair.
It's very unfair.
Drake must talk to his boys because he's got a sponsorship for Canada.
Oh, well.
Oh, imagine.
Drake,
well.
Come on with the
OVO, yeah.
They say the Drake curse, that went over my head, but they say the Drake curse struck again.
Yeah, Canada.
Because they were listening to a Drake song. That's their kind of theme song. Yeah. Started from the bottom, now we're here. They lose. The Drake curse.
No,
and
they missed the penalty.
Just to break that down for you, Paolo, what Senzo and I were talking about was, so Drake has his own brand, OVO.
Yep.
You may have seen it on the Barcelona kit.
Yes. The owl.
You may have seen it on the Barcelona kit when Spotify had its second week of advertising. Because the first week it was the Spotify logo. Second week, it was the Drake OVO logo.
For El Clasico, because he hit 50 billion streams.
Yes. And then it was going to Shakira, if I'm not mistaken, next.
Yeah.
Barca, we'll put you guys, we'll offer them our logo.
So then,
I mean,
I can't wait till I see the Wham! Last Christmas on there. But anyway, that's only hoping.
George Michael and the boys.
So that's what we're talking about. Imagine if Drake would have come out and sponsored these guys. But that's
definitely is.
That's quite shocking.
Drake should come to the party. He goes, guys, this is not happening.
Canada represent even Justin Bieber. What are we doing?
No, but the
Celine
thing is,
Dion. Fuck, you've got that far down.
But the thing is, with me, I'm surprised with that because Drake has got a lifetime sponsor with Nike, like for all the zeros in the world. Couldn't he just say, do my boys are solid?
I'm telling you guys, this is such a ball drop by Nike. Drake's getting in there for the next World Cup in Canada.
Oh, they're going to have the flyest.
They're going to have nano, the shit that Tony Stark has for his suit. They're going to hit their chest and it's just going to make different kits. Like, that is what they're coming. They're like, guys, we dropped the ball here. Listen, Canada went at Belgium because those are some old ass players.
Yeah,
Belgium old ass defenders.
And Belgium exposed. I mean, Canada exposed them.
But they were aggressive. They were positive. They went at them. Even not for
rubbish
Courtois.
Penalty though.
Terrible.
A rubbish penalty.
Courtois' technique on a penalty was so good.
Spot on, eh?
I was like, surely he left the line.
But
he was so far ahead.
He was like 9-11, so.
Jeez, it's such good penalty, such a good penalty. Listen, if Belgium do anything in Qatar, it'll be because Courtois is going to pull out some stunners. And then we're going to have De Bruyne doing one or two things.
Did you hear what Hazard said?
The team stinks.
Did you hear what Hazard said? He said, like, that level that he was at Chelsea, he said, guys, forget about it. I'm not that guy anymore. But also you can see it's like he's timid.
Yeah.
It's like he's scared.
The confidence is gone.
Confidence is shot.
I think when you kind of have 2-3 years of injuries like that and beat downs and,
And eating all the burgers in the world.
Allegedly. Listen, a white kit is not flattering.
But also,
Yeah,
it might not be the worst thing in the world, because if you recall the AFCON Cup, Paolo, Ghana had the freshest kit in that whole World Cup. Well, in the AFCON Cup. And they flopped. Yes.
So that brings us nicely
AFCON
to
Cup. Cup is already...
Well,
it's like calling it the El Clasico. That's not Ryan's fault, but that's what people do. Okay, let's bring ourselves on to, as we talk about Senegal, it took until Ghana yesterday to score African teams' first goals. What do you guys make out of the African teams? So we've got Morocco, Ghana, Senegal, Tunisia, and Cameroon.
Morocco, very well organized. You can see what their game plan is.
But nothing
to write home
nothing
about.
up front, right?
Nothing up front. They play not to lose. They don't play to win.
Like we saw that in the AFCON.
Yeah, they play not to lose.
Right. Tunisia? Same
thing. North African teams always have like the same blueprint, the same way of playing football. West Africa, Cameroon should, with all due respect, they should have put Switzerland away.
They really should have.
They should have put Switzerland away. Switzerland got lucky.
Can I tell you?
But they technically won. The guy who scored is from Cameroon.
From Cameroon, kind of.
Yeah.
Their one problem is, right, and I noticed this when they were playing, was they used to a lot slower game.
Who's that?
African teams.
The African teams. As soon as the Europeans jump in, they push up the pace. The guys can't keep up. If you watch them play slow, if they actually play slow, they're brilliant.
Do you not?
But as soon as they get sped up, it throws them right off.
Ryan, you're spot on, because do you know what African teams' blueprint is? Because you've seen African teams try to play European football, but we're not as good at it because, and then it's a bit slower, and it's like European football from 5 years ago or a couple of years ago. Then the European teams come and they play, and they've got this new way of playing, and Ryan's just right. They can't cope with the pace.
What if I throw it to you guys, is it not correct that this is the first time that all 5 teams, African teams in a World Cup, have African coaches, have homegrown coaches? It's the first time that all the coaches are...
I agree with that, but I also agree with that, because if you look at all the major football playing nations, Brazil, never been coached by an outsider. England, until Sven-Göran Eriksson.
Capello. And then Capello, yeah.
Yeah, and then Germany, never been coached by an outsider.
Yeah.
Italy, never been coached by an outsider. Portugal.
No, we had Scolari.
Oh, yeah, it's Scolari. He's Brazilian.
France. Carlos Queiroz coaching in the AFCON?
So he was with Egypt in the AFCON.
Right.
So Queiroz was with Egypt.
Right.
And then the contract kind of finished, and he was floating around. And he had been Iran coach before Egypt.
Yes.
Iran's coach qualifies him for the World Cup. Hey, guess what? We're going to do exactly to you what was done to you by South Africa. You remember?
Yeah,
because Queiroz qualified us for 2002.
And they said John will come.
And they binned him on the eve of the tournament.
Now John will come.
He's full circle. He did the same thing to the coach who qualified him for it.
I don't get caught. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I also agree with, but Africans are only learning it now, because the thing is now, Paulo, you see South African players, right? Like, when we're in, like, you see them Danone Cup and when they're young and stuff like that. Like, we're good. Like, we're very good. Then you get a European coach to tell you that, no, what you're doing is nonsense. You know what I mean? You can't coach a Brazilian a European can't coach a Brazilian and tell him that the way he's been playing is wrong, and the guy's been having success like that. You know?
I think if you want to kind of, and listen, this is a whole other podcast on itself.
Yeah.
We all did the watch-alongs during AFCON. We watched a lot of the games. And I think we kind of went, the games aren't that good because of the time of the season and it's weird, blah, 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 blah. I just don't think the African teams are actually that good. I don't think that there are outstanding African players.
Except Sadio Mane.
Sadio Mane and Salah are so far ahead. But if you go back like 10 years, you could have at least, you had, the Toure brothers. You had Drogba. Yeah. You had a lot of Nigerian players. You could name an 11. I think now you'd really battle to name elite level. So I just think African football is just not at a great standard right now.
Yes.
And like I say, we saw this from watching the AFCON. And then the South African issue is, I think what's very surprising is when you look at a lot of the African teams, they're broken up of a lot of guys not born in Africa.
Yes.
Okay. So, I mean, Inaki Williams, yes, they're born in Spain.
Yeah.
His brother plays for Spain. He plays for Ghana. A lot of the Moroccan players are dual nationality, born in France.
Algeria, same thing.
Same with Tunisia, that is.
Yeah.
And there's a couple in Cameroon, blah, blah, blah. And I think the issue with South Africa, we've got this thing of if you're not born in South Africa and if you're not playing in the PSL,
then you don't.
and that's nefarious because we've all heard the allegations about that. But if you look at, okay, these are the 5 best teams in Africa, look at their approach.
Yeah.
And then look at our approach, haven't been to a World Cup in a generation.
Yeah.
You're kind of doing
last time we had a World Cup 2010.
well, qualified outside
we
of
didn't
that.
even qualify.
So
Yeah.
2002. Haven't qualified for a World Cup in a generation.
20 years, yeah.
That's a generation. That's a generation of players, man. So anyway, that's a whole different story. We want to start wrapping this up. Last week, we all backed a team. Okay? Having seen everyone play once, and it's knee-jerk, but that's World Cup. Firstly, name the team you backed, and do you still back them? I'm going to start, Senzo, with you.
Argentina, and yes, I do back them. For the simple fact that Argentina went and they said, Saudi Arabia, guys. They played at 30%. And
So that you saying there's still 70%?
yeah, and also Argentina's plan B can't be give the ball to Messi.
I think that's plan A. God,
yeah.
It looks in that. How do you not? Because it's the same with
Yeah,
Ronaldo.
true.
In that, and same with France with Mbappe.
Yeah.
How do you, in that moment of panic, not try to get it out to them? Ryan, do you still back? Let's actually before you go, France looked awesome, real deal, going all the way to the final at
Well
least.
oiled.
Mbappe killing it. Yeah.
I mean, Benzema drops out. Giroud just
Wow.
Oh, dog.
no problem, guys.
Matching-
Equal the all-time goal scorer with Henry.
I'm very
51
handsome.
goals, boy.
Oh, GQ Giroud. Eh?
You know, I'm very handsome. And listen, enjoy it because Mbappe is going to break that soon. So enjoy.
Enjoy one and last.
It took like 15 years or so to break. It's going to probably take 15 days.
Yeah, exactly.
Enjoy that. France just looking so good.
Yeah, well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
But it was Australia. Do you know the
It
test for
was
France?
Australia. It
The
was
test-
Australia.
the-
Australia bad, man.
My guy hit the post. See, my boy Irving.
I saw that. I saw that.
Bob's FC.
Hipster.
Hipster elite. Yeah. No, Argentina, and I still back them.
Okay, Ryan, your team was, and do you still back them?
England, and I still back them. Great gameplay.
Tennis scores.
You're
eh?
going to see tonight. By the way, I saw something on Twitter. You can tell me if you agree with this or not. Somebody put, if America beats England, the sport is called soccer. If England beat America, the sport is called football.
No, it's always called
Do we have
football.
a deal?
No, it's always called football. Can we call soccer in 4 years' time? We
No,
can call
come,
it, yeah.
let's be real. England is going to drill the US. And
I don't
the thing
think
is,
so,
I actually I backed the US when I was watching them play. I was like, wow.
They're well coached, the US.
This is actually quite refreshing.
And by the way,
The
listen,
swag on the US coach.
So I think we're all talking. Hervé Renard, we know. Hervé Renard is gorgeous. Like I can't even look at
you
him
can't,
because he just makes me feel so insignificant as a man. Right? I can't even look at that guy. But the US coach, what are we talking about? Brand new box fresh Jordan
Did you
4s
see the top?
on a wet field.
Doesn't care.
That's, you know, you've got a Nike sponsorship. That's where Drake's like, that boy is wearing box fresh. Because you know what happens when you wear sneakers like that on wet
Oh,
grass?
yeah, it's over.
And
The
he's
suede
wearing-
is gone.
Ryan, box, I sent
On
it
fours,
to you.
eh?
Fours. Box
Fours,
fresh.
bro.
I know. You could
Exclusive
tell.
colorway.
Those things are crispier than bacon.
Fours, dog. Fours.
And you know he's wearing a new
nice.
pair every game.
Yeah.
He's not even putting that old shit. He's like, take that. I don't even want that.
He gets his own
Give these to Southgate. They're also sponsored by Nike.
I don't want that.
He gets his own locker with
Yeah,
the
but
fresh
if-
Jordans. The
but,
fresh.
but you've even seen America at the Olympics. Like everybody else gets like cool Nike stuff, and then America get like super Nike.
They get super nice.
They get super. They get super
Yeah,
Nike.
that is right. That is super nice.
Before we wrap up things, I
Sure.
just have one thing that's really pissing me off about this World Cup.
Listen, we
What
got to
else is-
explain, Ryan. Right? Okay, so
So it's
Ryan,
first of all, but he's purchased.
Ryan is holding his mic today. Okay, he's holding it in his hand, but he's sitting back.
Look at the ring. Look at the pimp
plus,
ring.
He looks like we got to get a photo of this because
He's like,
he
no, wait, hold on.
looks like
I
a
need to post.
damn pimp sitting
Look at
there.
him.
He looks like he's Kanye. He looks like Rick Ross.
Oh,
All I want to talk about.
Oh, Ryan's corner. All I want to talk about.
Yes.
And what's pissing him off?
What's pissing Ryan off today? That's a new feature, guys.
Yes. The amount of extra time they are putting into these damn
It's ridiculous,
games
eh?
is irritating the hell out of. It's adding 20 minutes to every game.
Dude,
I
it's
don't
longer
have
than
20
Paulo,
minutes.
It's longer than the sevens game.
Guys, you know how much I need to piss, like at those games, right? Because you plan your beer drinking. You go, right, I can drink 3 beers a half. That's cool. Now all of a sudden, I go, it lasts longer. I have 4 beers. I need to go piss, and this is delaying me. They're not thinking. It's fine there because no one's drinking beer there. Yeah, we got a real problem.
Yeah, because like exactly, half time you need to do a couple of pee.
Yeah.
Like whoever smokes needs to go smoke, and you need to change your beer. Like
that extra 15, 20 minutes is one more beer, and that's the difference between like a drop comes out. Is that why it pisses you off, Ryan?
No, but it's just
you've ruined too many pens.
How many? Okay. Oh, I thought they were going to give extra time here. No, but I mean, it's averaging 9 minutes, like of extra time each damn game, and that's each half.
Well, it's technically additional time, and think about this, right? Right. So you're kind of giving 30 seconds per goal. There's 5 substitutes per side.
30 seconds per sub.
And each team makes 8 subs. You make up to 8 subs on average. You're adding that in. And then now the referee's punishing time wasting.
VAR.
And VAR. So you start tallying that up. And it's so interesting because that's a tactical thing. Portugal got it wrong yesterday.
Yeah.
Because it's 87 minutes. The coach puts on 3 defensive players and goes, we've got to manage 5 minutes max. Suddenly they're managing up to 15 minutes.
Oh,
it's
great
wild.
goal, Qatar.
Wow. Oh, Qatar, get on the board. They're on the board.
Goal.
And listen, they got time, guys. I mean, on the clock at 77 minutes in real
There's
time.
There's about 40 minutes.
There's 40 minutes. There's a whole other half, guy.
It's people in white.
Okay,
Qatar's playing people in white.
Okay, yeah.
You see,
there's quite a few brown envelopes have suddenly just made their way to the Senegal bench.
But look at this goal. Like, this is...
I'm even on Twitter now, and even Mark Goldbridge has said, interesting observation. Wales lost because of this FIFA directive to add unprecedented amounts of stoppage time to games.
Beautiful cross.
Hey, man, I dig it. I think it's a new thing. You got to deal with it. I think if you're going to act the bollocks and waste time, I think it's every World Cup something comes in that teams have to adapt to on the fly. I think it's awesome. More soccer. I just got to manage my bladder.
Yeah,
that's the challenge.
I mean, you remember when goal line technology came out in VAR? We were like, "What? What is this?"
The Jabulani. I mean, forget
the ball, the vuvuzela. What did people complain about the noise of the vuvuzela?
They couldn't hear each other. The players and coaches. Come on, guys, really grow up.
Shut the hell
Soccer
up.
players, you such wimps,
bro. You also played in Bosnia and like all countries. You can't hear each other.
All right, so that is Working Title FC. We're gonna wrap up. We did, like I say, the Seleção, the Portuguese
Germany?
version.
What do you think of Germany?
Oh, Germany, I'm not as vehemently.
You think they're going to do something in Spain?
No, but you know what Germany are like, man.
Are we still calling them the winners?
You know what they say about soccer is that it's a game played between 11 people on each side and Germany win in the end. That's the definition of football,
true.
Right? So Germany are going to, there's no way, like I say, it's the same thing with Saudi Arabia and Argentina. They're underestimated. They got caught out. They're going to bring it against Spain and get their World Cup back on track.
But now,
I'm not as confident, though.
If they lose against Spain, they're out Monday morning.
Hey, and then I get to... And listen, the hope is... I got to tell you guys the truth. I already checked to see how much it would cost me to fly to Qatar from Johannesburg on the 14th, 15th of December.
How much?
Just checking.
How much?
Flights alone, return flights, 60,000 Rand.
60.
60. That's
economy. In economy.
That's before a tent and a World Cup ticket.
Is that economy?
Listen, guys, if Portugal make the World Cup, I'm taking 100 grand hits. I'm sorry. They make the final. I'm sorry. I'm taking that.
No, that's fair enough.
I'm in a position to, I've saved a lot in my life, paid off the house, repo rate, be damned. It doesn't affect me. I may just take it. All right, boys. Thanks for joining me. Working Title FC. It is, Ryan does such a good job. It is up on all the places. Keep a lookout for that. And subscribe to this podcast. Share it with a friend. We think we're pretty good. We're the top 20 sports podcast in the country.
That's dope.
Okay. We don't promote. We've hardly done episodes. It's because of you guys. Because you guys listening, we're up there with top 20.
And also we know what we're talking about. And it's damn
And also we're open to promotions.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey.
Maybe you can start someone who supplies mic stands.
Yes.